Today I'm here to share with you how to deal with defects or errors within games. I'm sure many publishers will not intentionally create defects or have errors in their prints, but things do happen from time to time. These are the things that you would want to do if something like that would happen to you. Step 1, check on a site such as BoardGameGeeks to find out if the item that is missing or it's misprinted is something that is known, or is it something that just happened to you. You could use links like BoardGameGeeks, or you can also use the publisher's main website to find out if certain parts are made a certain way. After you have confirmed that the item indeed is an error or a defect, do take a photo of the defected items. It could be a card that was printed wrongly, it could be a tile, it could be missing tokens or meeples. Well, and all of these actually happened to me before. So I would say take a photo of it, especially if it's something that's glaringly missing. I once bought a box where a whole set of player tokens, which was I think 40 or 50 of them, was missing, and I had to write to the publisher. So that brings me to my next point. After you have taken a photo, find the website of the game, the publisher itself, find a feedback form or find an email address, write to them, put in the photo that shows the defect, or write in whatever way you can actually find to describe what's different or what's missing with your copy compared to what is known in the market, and wait for them to respond to you. Most of the publishers are actually pretty friendly, and when you actually write to them, they will be able to try to help you find out whether it's your copy, the thing that's missing, or the thing is wrong. Most of them will actually be willing to send replacements to actually help you enjoy your game. So here I have an example of something that was a defect. I think it's kind of well known. It's for a game that is no longer printed, aptly known as Singapore. Well, that's where I'm from. So obviously I'm very interested in getting this game. And in this game, those people who actually own a copy of it may find out that the harbor tile that they have, which is this tile over here, let me focus it for you. If you can see on the front, it actually says phase 2, but the problem is, if you look at the back, you will see that it says phase 1. So obviously this, while doing shuffling and you're playing, the gameplay for the tokens actually will be flipped up when the right phase it is. So with a print of a different back and front, obviously that will cause a lot of problem for those of you who would want to play this game properly. The game is from White Goblin Games. So what I did is I actually wrote to them. I took a photo front and back of the harbor tile, and I told them, hey guys, I'm actually having a problem trying to enjoy my copy of the game because, well, the tile is printed wrongly. They took some time to do the validation, and they were also trying to find me a replacement copy, given that I think they no longer print this game. And after some time, this came through the mail, and there is one little tile-like thing inside. I haven't opened this yet, and if you can see, I mean, given that I'm from Singapore, this has flown all the way from Netherlands. So a huge thumbs up to White Goblin Games for sending this to me. So let's see whether have they sent me the right one. So, well, what you can see, the back is the right one. It says phase 2, and on the front, it says phase 2 as well. So we have the right copy now. I can now toss this aside, given that it's the wrong one. And a huge thumbs up to White Goblin Games. Well, they have delivered in terms of trying to get me the right copy of the tile compared to what it came with. Other than that, I also want to give a quick shout out to AbacusSpiele. So I actually got a copy of Hanabi, and this version is the German version. When I actually opened the game, I found out that it came with a missing card, and obviously with a missing card, you can't actually play the game. It was a missing, I think, firework blue one. So I wrote to AbacusSpiele, and they very promptly wrote back to me telling me that, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that you have a missing card. Let me send a copy of the card to you. And not only they actually send me a copy of the card to me, they actually send me a promo expansion that came with the card, so that now I have more ways to play Hanabi on. So thumbs up to AbacusSpiele. Another company, where I was mentioning earlier, I had a whole bag of tokens missing. That was actually for Kingdom Builder Big Box. That's from Queen's Games, and the whole bunch of red player token to place on the map was actually missing. So I wrote to them, and very promptly they sent a whole bag of red wooden tokens over to me, and now I have a complete game of Kingdom Builder Big Box, and I can play with that. One last one is for game rights. So for Tiki Topper, one of the cards actually is printed wrongly. If you have played Tiki Topper before, you will know that the main objective of the game is you get certain cards that will tell you first player, if certain totem is actually first, you get how many points. One of them was actually printed wrongly, where it's first, third, and third. And obviously it's supposed to be first, second, and third. So with that, it doesn't really affect the gameplay per se, because I mean it's self-explanatory when you look at the card. Top is number one, second one is obviously for second place, and third one is for third. But they still send me something in terms of replacement, and I want to give a huge thumbs up to Gamewright. So I mean, your knowledge might vary from myself, but so far when I actually had to write to different publishers through email, through feedback form, I actually get prompt response from them, and they've been very helpful in trying to help me replace my parts, or trying to provide the I mean, in terms of giving me the right item to enjoy the game. If you like to watch videos of this kind, do like and share the video. Do comment below on what other kind of solutions you would like me to bring to you. And subscribe, and we hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.